Hello guys, what's up? Today we are back to another episode of Boom Arena, and today we're gonna be pushing 3300 medals with this Footmen bridge spam deck. It was pretty popular few metas ago, and today I'm here to check if it's still viable. Of course, as a bridge spam deck it's pretty much easier to play than other decks, but still it has some tricks I can show you guys today. So if you don't want to miss this type of content, guys, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, without further ado, let's jump to game number 1. Alright, so in the game number 1 we are gonna be facing Methy, who's gonna have 57 medals, and to counter his very aggressive apes with barrel sand, we're gonna keep our units alive and instantly counter push, as our 5th is on the tower killing this bomb girl and the ghost is on the tower, so all things considered, a very good counter play. Right now we're gonna just guide these devils with Footman barrel. Obviously playing piercing archer was absolutely a viable play. I just wanted to play some smart play because it was the cheapest way for me to defend this. So if I can go for that, I usually should. And yeah, this necromancer will be countered. I would love to heal my ghost like this. And right now we're gonna attack yet again. Thief will connect to the tower, dealing a lot of damage. Ghost will connect to the tower. Everything's connecting. We're gonna get so much damage, and that's very good. Very good start for us. I'm gonna just play some aggressive cards, force him to respond. I'm gonna right now play a piercing archer for these devils, even aligning with a tower and taking it down. I'm gonna play a thief for this necromancer, and I'm gonna counter this Faun barrel. So it was a perfect offense, perfect defense, and in general I think we've played a perfect game so far. Even though we've taken some damage, it doesn't really matter, because as a bridge spam archetype you kinda want to give up some tower health for a massive counter push, and as you can see, our opponent may be a little bit frustrated, so we're gonna just quit his misery, play some attacking cards, get some damage in, and that's gonna be it. GG, well played. We're gonna move to the game number 2. So in the game number 2 we are gonna face he gave up instantly. This dude usually gives up against me, but if I recall correctly, he's playing Bomb Skeleton Super Ape with a T-Rex, which is quite a difficult matchup for me in this one. So if he weren't to give up, this would have been a fun game to show, but yeah, it happens. We're gonna jump to the next game. Alright, game number 3, we've got the same dude, so it's gonna be pretty bizarre video, as we're gonna cut again, since yeah, I don't want to show me just walking there and 3-starring him, because it's not making up for a good content. Let's jump to the game number 4. Alright, so we are in the game number 4. Thankfully, not matching against him again, so that's gonna be a game against 1-2-3 medal player called Monk, and so far he started with cards that heavily suggest him playing 2.6 Super Ape, so that's gonna be very instructive one, since as I'm saying that, he just pulls a Viking, so yeah, it happens sometimes. He's gonna be playing a variation with cannon, which is surprisingly crippling down to the meta. I don't know what it's all about, but many people are playing it, so yeah. Some theory, like you want to always keep Footmen for a Viking or twins, because those are like the best responses of yours to a Viking, and Viking is actually the most scary card. with everything else you can just do fine. Like you've seen, I've just kited these runners with a twins and killed the bomber girl with Footmen barrel for a total +3 trade, which is very fine for me. And yeah, like I've said, Footmen will be kept for a Viking, so we won't be splitting them for a big attack. I'm gonna be playing like aggressive piercing archers also, because he kinda bases his defense around the cannon, so if we can get him out of the comfort zone, we should. That's a very good rule of thumb in all strategy games, and right now I'm gonna actually go for a twins kite, since we don't have any more value with a footman. So this Viking will die. Very well played gunner, helping out to kill this Viking, and right now I'm gonna actually use a footman against these runners to protect my gunners. So usually you want to keep the footman for the occasion where they are more useful, but when they are down, you can, when there's some big card you can counter for 5 mana, you probably should do that. And right now he's catching us without a footman on hand, so we're gonna have to cycle back to them. And that's gonna be another very successful defense, as we have 2 support cards down, which is pretty strong. And yeah, that's gonna be another very well played game. His cannon didn't include anything for him in the offense, so we had just a good time. And that's gonna be a game number 3. Let's go to the next game. Alright, so technically we are in the last game to a 3300, and it's against just Nico, who is having a 10 medals, so probably is just after his first win in Boom Arena. Let's teach him how to play some video games, and for now I'm gonna use this trick to keep my twins alive, which is placing a tiny in the last second, yet my gunner retargets and allows a Faun King for a long connection, which is, to say the least, unfortunate, but well, sometimes it happens, and there's a very small time window where I can't even react, so I'm gonna call it a day here, accept the damage, and go for double flank attack. Ghosts will connect, twins will connect, Fauns will equalize the twins, and I'm gonna play actually a footman barrel just to avoid some damage unnecessarily taken. And right now he has to do something against us to come back to this game, because it's not looking well for him. We're gonna see what his plan is by cycling some cards. Tiny in the back, Ghost in the back. Obviously you want to keep a footman as long as you know that your opponent will have an opportunity to counter-attack you, so I'm doing it. And when your opponent has no opportunity to counter-attack, you can for instance play it like this, in the middle, to just complement your attack, and that's gonna be a very powerful attack, which he didn't defend, but like the point still stands. So that's gonna be good game for 3300 medals. And yeah, that was the 5th game. I'm gonna actually play a 6th game in this video, because yeah, we've got 2 free wins, which is pretty embarrassing, and I kinda want this video to be at least 10 minutes. So here we are in the 6th game against user 20. First of all, I'm not pronouncing this number, because like I said, my number pronunciation in English is pretty poor, and he's gonna be going all in with swarms, which is perfect moment to show why piercing archer is very useful in this deck. You just play it in the back and everything just dies by itself. I'm gonna actually go all in, because I believe he already has rage quit, so no reason to stall this game any longer. All the footmen are on the Viking tower, and that's gonna be it. GG, well played, and yeah. And yeah, that's how you get 3300 medals with this very ancient Footmen bridge spam. It's not the most powerful deck right now, but it's very fun to play. You can usually surprise your opponents because when you have setup like this, they usually will expect you to have Viking or Dark Knight. I'm gonna be having Footmen, which is like in some ways a 100% defense for 5 mana, so you just save 2 mana, but also you can just split them in the back and commit a double lane attack. Usually when you have no idea how to break through, this is the play. So yeah, that was the deck for you today. If you like this content, make sure to let me know that in the comments down below. Obviously subscribe to my YouTube channel if you aren't already for more content like this, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode of Boom Arena. Bye bye.